Hello YouTube, Ben Harris here. I thought it's been a while since I made the last video. I think it's been about 6 months. I've sort of been a bit lazy really. Just sort of, there's not really been much out. There's not been any games that really massively caught my fancy, apart from maybe No Man's Sky, and even out the reviews have been a bit hit or miss. So I thought I'd give you some gameplay of the new Battlefield 1 beta, which I've been playing with a mate at the moment, sort of pretty religiously. I wasn't that blown away at first. It just, to me, I just thought it was Battlefield 4, but you know, with World War I weapons. And to be honest, I'm really enjoying it at the moment, better than I sort of thought I would. I'm not quite sure if the map they're showing us is the whole map, or I'm guessing part of the map. So on release date, we're going to have even more sections of this map unlocked, I guess. But yeah, I thought I'd just show you some gameplay footage I've briefly recorded on the PS4. I've tried to get good variation, sort of some tank gameplay, on foot, some good sniper action, just stuff like that really, me just sort of roaming around and showing you different bits of the map, of course. So there you go, hope you like the video.
We have lost objective Charlie.
Right. So we respawned here. I thought I'd show you some gameplay of one of my favourite guns so far, so I'll start with. We did the first section of the beta. I thought due to an update, I think they've released more sort of like weapons you can have a sneak preview at, but unfortunately I forgot the name of this gun, but it's the first LMG you sort of unlock, sort of about 3 rows down I think on the unlock menu. And it's like a trench gun type thing with the upper barrel on, but it's just pretty cool. It's quite light, so you can run with it. Quite a load of rounds. It's pretty accurate, and I think you can still do a bayonet attack run with it, so you can still repel people with it if you want to do a quick charge. As you can see, all the checkpoints have A, B, C and D. Well, there you go. But they're all named after different things, so G, Checkpoint George, C, Checkpoint Charlie, D for Dove, which is pretty cool because I think it's sort of code names I guess they must have used in World War I. It just adds to the sort of authenticity. But yeah, I thought I'd show you some gameplay footage of just like me running, sort of spraying around the village, close combat area. Here's a map, and as you can see there's only sort of one half of it, so I guess later on in the game you unlock more of it. Sort of more trench systems, but it's a nice little taster really for the beta to see what's to come. And you know, me and my mates have been pretty big into it, so you know, it's quite a good first impression really on most people. There we go, get him. Probably could have melee this guy, but I keep forgetting. guy on melee, you can choose between a shovel or like this like little club thing, but the mod one is sort of like a trench shovel, which is pretty cool. Bastard. Skip revive. See if I can take this guy down. But yeah, it's kind of cool seeing like all the old World War I style tanks, because you know, between obviously the First World War and the Second World War, there's a big upgrade in tanks, and tanks haven't really improved that much since the Second World War. They're sort of like the basic standard of, you know, the bodies and all that have just sort of been improved and upgraded, I think. But it's weird seeing the sort of boxes coming along at you, you know. It's just something we've not really been used to gameplay for a while, especially being a World War I game. It's been some years since I played a big budget World War I game. And I think, to be honest, they've hit the money on this. I don't know why COD aren't listening to their fan base, because I've sort of got a bit bored of the whole futuristic one-day shooter now. I think this is going to be sort of a bit of a breath of fresh air, at least, as far as FPSs go anyway. Yeah, surprisingly enough, I found I was getting the most kills with a sniper, hiding in the most obvious places. And just halfway down, obviously parallel to the train track, I was getting some pretty good kills here. I think later on I come back and got a couple of headshots and something on, but unfortunately I did have the record button on, but hopefully you can see what I mean from this. As you can see, the sand and everything, the wind picks up. So it's a pretty, well, they've added just, yeah, an extra dynamic element to it with the weather changing constantly. I think in the few days I've been playing, I've come across sandstorms, you know, darkness, rain maybe. You've got like a moving train you can jump on as well, and you can actually respawn on that and sort of shoot into the village. But I say, if you're a more seasoned sniper, you know, I'm not the best in the world. If you're really, really good at sniping, you're going to get some pretty good kills.
We have lost objective Freddy.
See the old World War I style plane coming overhead.
We have lost objective George.
Try and get this bastard. Oh, for fuck's sake. Getting a bit optimistic then, well, trigger finger. Let's go. There's the train again. So as you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on. I think there's some turrets and stuff, some, you know, anti-tank shells scattered around the maps as well. So there's particular points in the desert we can fire out and shoot tanks with anti-tank turrets, which hopefully I've got on footage later on. There's another bastard. Close. I think the bullet drop's slightly sharper as well, but I think it's sort of more realistic. Being World War I weapons, you can sort of see the bullet drop clearer, which is nice. Let's get some medic action. Funny enough, I find the medic weapons sort of better, maybe not for close quarter combat, but if you're playing quite stealthy, a lot of them are single shot, they're quite powerful. You know, I find that I've taken people out with a couple of shots if I was getting a couple, you know, getting them in the head or in the chest or something. Let's see what we've got here. For those of you that own 5.1 systems, I've only got like a 200 quid sort of AV Yamaha receiver with some satellite speakers, and to be honest it sounds bloody amazing. One of the best games I've heard so far. You crank it up, you know, day off work or something, you sat in your arse, grab a beer. It sounds impressive. So for those of you who've got high-end systems, I can imagine it sounded pretty bloody fantastic and realistic. Oh, bugger. There we go, there's the club. But yeah, to be honest, I can't. Well, I think I'll probably be pre-ordering the game as soon as possible now. I don't know if I'll bother getting the season pass straight away, but depending on how fast they bring out the new maps and what have not after release, I'll definitely be considering getting the season pass. Alright, here's some footage of the rim, the upper rim. Just sort of like centre of the map, closer to the Ottomans' respawn area. As you can see, like the graphics, you can see for miles around, the graphics just don't really, you know, phase at all. They look astounding, really. It looks like they're really there. I was in a bit of a rush to kill this guy.
We are losing objective Freddy. We have lost objective Dark.
And that's it. Try and get A back. But nah, to be honest, this is just a little taster video for those of you that haven't played it and want to see what it's like. I think I'll probably be considering making another video and hopefully get some more footage of me maybe on the train, on horseback or something. Those bastards killed me.
We have taken objective Charlie. We have taken objective Butter.
Tank görüldü. Tetikte olun. Düşman tankı görüldü.
Do some more sniping, see what I can get in there.
Düşman gözcüsü görüyorum.
As you can hear, the sound effects are pretty amazing. You can hear that bullet drop and you can hear clipping the shells away there.
Tespit edildi.
To be honest, I don't think I'm going to bother by Call of Duty. The amount of gameplay I've spent on this beat already, it seems hardly sort of pointless really. Just won't get him. Headshot bonus. But yeah, like I say, for any of those that are sort of like a bit sick of modern day futuristic shooters, we got jetpacks on and God knows what else I'm trying to chuck in. It really is worth checking out, even if you're not a massive fan of like sort of the more modern Battlefield 4 style. If you're a big fan of open world FPSs, but you want a vintage edge, you know, World War I edge, vintage weapons. It's nice to sort of dig your teeth into it because it's been years. I remember, you know, on the PS1 and the PS2 there was always games that were coming out that were either futuristic, but there'd always be a war game to counteract that. Whereas the last few years it's always been modern shooters. I've sort of got really bored of it now. So yeah, I'm interested to see what else they bring out in terms of map packs, weaponry, you know, armour, and any, you know, emblems and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll definitely recommend checking it out. But I think I'll be making some more videos soon. As soon as the game comes out, I'll give you an update on some new maps. Hopefully some more footage of tanks and aeroplane, you know, the planes and on the train and God knows what else. Trenches, hopefully some more maps of trench systems, that kind of thing. I'll give you a views on the game in general. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the footage and like and subscribe if you want, and catch you later.
We have taken objective Freddy.